Well, Coach, any Florida resident will tell you that afternoon pop-up showers and storms are the norm, and that's exactly what we have right now. Actually expecting a pretty steady rain throughout today here in Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerge from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
On the ready. Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. Hey, move. Ready.
Hill on first down. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's... And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that. First drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
All day, defense. Hey, let go. Hey, one set. Check, Mike 54.
Now Hill, fresh off the pick six. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30, and they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown.
Let's go.
And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills?
Oh,
pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that'll make the score 14-0. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
Only a yard there, sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Hey, Delta.
Play action. It's Hill. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Travel. Rock it. Hey, wahoo! Now.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about
he hated taking the loss there on third down. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Give the sack there to Jake Ryan.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they look to throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Taking it about the 36. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've been off to the races already. A 17-0 lead. Now a chance for more here as they've got it 1st and 10. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining in this first quarter. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. Looking to throw it, Minshew. It's complete to Chris Conley. Touchdown, Jaguars! Chris Conley, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
44 to Mike. 44 to Mike.
Throwing again. Hill. Forced out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Preston Brown. What persistence, and that persistence pays off. Tracks him down for a 19-yard loss. Hill looks to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Save. X3, 218, chopper. Hey, orbit. Shoot.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. That one complete. He finds Shark. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5. That's the end of the first quarter.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And that is incomplete. So drive one, they had the field goal. Drive two, touchdown. And now here on drive three, looks like they're going to have to punt.
At least they were finally able to reverse the trend, because giving up the field goal, then the touchdown, it's almost like they finally got to the offensive side of the ball and said, okay, we've got the system to shut you down.
And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you don't
want to.
You know, but nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Telvin Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Here's Hill. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Now Minshew. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Hey, high 7.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
47, Mike. 47, Mike. Mike, 47. Hey, I'm coming.
On 2nd down, Minshew. And the pressure gets to him again.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he gets it down to the 32. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Hey! Motion. Smith! On the ball.
Just beating the play clock is Hill. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Calais Campbell fighting his way home for the sack. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
44's the mic. 44's Mike. Check.
Now it's Hill. And he's going to go down again. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
3rd and long, it's Hill. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Calais Campbell able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here. Nearly a huge return as it is. Still the Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
I got you, son. I got you.
Hey, Delta. 5.
Here's Minshew. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Hey, Wahoo! Look at me, zipper!
Here we go.
Minshew sets to throw. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here, as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong, you know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Look at me! Go! Yo, go! Ready?
On 1st and 10, Hill. And this is Cook with a grab. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Yep.
Here's Hill. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Marcel Darius flies in at 331 pounds for the sack. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Hill looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, Coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
80 weapon. Hard. Hard.
Throwing again on second down. Minshew. And it's incomplete.
The pass on second down. Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up third down and 1.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Watch the pass. Mike's 46.
6-6. Bullet high.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Hit it.
He'll look to throw. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give them the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
47's the mark, boy.
5. Yeah. Big grip.
Minshew, 1st and 10. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Go. 50. Play.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Shoot.
Again, Minshew looking to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And he'll be out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. It'll be Minshew again. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Josh Oliver with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Thomas the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Back to throw. Hill looking long for Thomas. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
And they are going for it. Here's Hill. Able to find Harris, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Hill now to throw. And an alley to run. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And the Jags grab it, fighting him off.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys have to touch the ball and carry it. They're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Get that quarterback at all costs. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Hey, watch edge, watch edge.
General West.
Switch.
Get it.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
47, Mike, 47. And we're
Go.
pretty quiet.
On 2nd and 9, Minshew under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
Watch the pass.
Check. Crunch. Hey, Foxtrot. Hey. Hit it.
So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines.
Come on,
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go? And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 45. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
Yet a calculator. I didn't worry about double checking it, but the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Looking to throw it, Minshew. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead will swell by 1 more. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Come on,
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 work.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jake Ryan able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
44's the mic. 44's Mike.
Go on, go on.
Hey. Check 43.
Now.
Play.
Smooth.
Mike, say go.
Another try after the first down sack. Hill. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas.
Ready to break.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Saints on third down, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, Echo.
44's the mic.
Ready.
A shotgun snap for Hill. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bathema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go long enough. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
X3. 218. Chopper.
Shift.
Get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy by the
first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Check back 47. Coming to you. 47's the mic.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. He's got the hook up with Conley. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Saints' 36-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
You think you gonna get this? Slam.
Speed grip.
Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue able to record his 5th sack of the season. Throwing on 3rd and long. Hill. And the pressure gets to him again. Telvin Smith. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They snap it on 4th to Hill. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Set, ready? 70, Indy, blue draw Corkers. Fair. Ready?
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Demario Davis there on the stop.
I think in normal situations, most play callers would probably shelve that play. In this situation, down in the red zone, got a little something extra to play with. I like the way that he took a shot and went after it.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
Yeah. Let's go.
On 2nd and 9, Minshew. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Here's Hill. Now a desperation throw deep down. That's caught at the 25. It's a big play there for the Saints. 56 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. A.J. Bouye, the fine quarterback, there to make the play defensively. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Go.
To throw is Hill. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Hill looks to throw. Looking for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking.
And it'll be intercepted. A.J. Bouye with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Watch the run, watch the run.
45.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 30. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 47 yards. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch. Go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A quick throw finding Lee out wide. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Here's Minshew, and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room and get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit. No matter what the battle is, we're going to finish this thing out.
Buying time to his left. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 23. And that will write a finish to this ball game.